Next, let's talk about organizing mogrts, because once you start adding a lot of templates, then things are gonna get messy pretty quickly, and so you wanna be able to find things as fast as possible. So first, I want you to notice there's this little eye down here at the bottom right of a mogrt, and we can click that and we can edit the info. So we can rename this mogrt, or we can add keywords that we can find it with. You can also select several mogrts here, and you can click the eye on one of them to bulk tag them with keywords. And once you've got everything labeled how you want, you can go up to this little search bar to find the mogrts that you need. Now, if there's a template you really love, you can go down here and click this little star icon to favorite it. And then when you're searching, you can also filter your results to just show your favorites. And then down at the bottom of the panel, you can adjust the size of the icons, or you can sort your mogrts. Now, you might see this button down here on the right side that has this little plus icon, and you might think that this is going to let you add folders to organize your mogrts here, but that is not what this does. All this button does is let you install a mogrt, and you can only install one at a time with this button, which I don't understand, because if I wanted to install mogrts, I could just drag and drop multiple mogrts from Finder or Explorer straight into this Essential Graphics panel, and so I never use this button. It's useless to me. So how do you separate your mogrts into different folders? Well, you have a couple of options. So with the first option, we're going to divide our mogrts up into folders on our local device, so on our computer or our hard drive, and then we're going to make the Essential Graphics panel show us just one of these folders at a time. So let's say I want to do that with this folder of text message mogrts, which have a bunch of cool animations that I can customize for my videos. So if I want to add these mogrts to Premiere, I could just select them all and then drag and drop them straight into the Essential Graphics panel, but then they're going to get lost in this giant pool of mogrts that are all saved to that default folder, the local templates folder. Now, maybe that's okay with you because you can keyword everything up, but if that's not your thing, then there's another way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this little hamburger menu here, and we're going to click Manage Additional Folders. This is where we're going to tell Premiere what other folders of mogrts we want it to show in the Essential Graphics panel besides just that default local templates folder. So let's add that folder of text message mogrts. So we're going to go here and click Add. Then we're going to find that folder with all our text message mogrts, and we're going to select that. And now it's been added to the list. Cool. So now we're going to go click OK. And then Premiere might need a second to think, but eventually I'm going to start seeing those text message mogrts populating in this Essential Graphics panel. All right, now that they're in Premiere, if I just want to show the mogrts in that folder, then I can go up to this local drop-down menu, and I can make sure that only that folder is checked. Now, one thing to keep in mind is when you add local folders to this list, Premiere is not copying any mogrts in the background. We're not going to delete those mogrts like we did last time. We're going to keep them saved in those folders so that this works. Now, the second way to organize your mogrts into folders, and this is the method that I love, is to store them in a Creative Cloud library. And if you don't know what that is, then this is just a folder of assets that Adobe will save in the cloud for you, and then you can access them across different applications and use them no matter what you're working on. So if you want to take advantage of this feature, then first you want to go up to the window menu and make sure that you have the Libraries panel checked. All right, so here is my libraries panel, and you'll see that I've got different Creative Cloud libraries for my different brands, and I've also got this library just for my mogrts. So if we click into this, then you'll see I've got mogrts divided up into different groups that I can expand or collapse, and it's just really easy to navigate here. So let me show you how to create a situation like this. So first I went to the bottom right of this libraries panel, and I clicked this little plus icon to create a new library. And that's how I created this mogrts library. All right, now I'm gonna click to open this library, and let's say we want to add to this mogrt library that folder of text message mogrts that we had earlier. So first, let me create a folder for those mogrts, and we'll just call this group text messages. Now, to add the mogrts to this group, you'll see that Adobe is telling me I can just drag those items right into here. So let me do that. I'm just going to select these mogrt files, and I'm going to drag them right into the libraries panel, and I am going to get this error message that says mogrts are not a file type that is supported by libraries. But y'all know that's allowed because we got all these other mogrts down here in this library right now. So The trick to adding mogrt files to Creative Cloud libraries is first you want to add them to the Essential Graphics panel. So you can drag and drop them to the Essential Graphics panel, or you can add an additional local folder. So we've already done that. We've got our text message mogurts already in this panel, and now that they're here, all we got to do is select them, right click, and then select copy to library, and then just select the library you want them to go to. All right, now you will see our text message mogurts are popping up in this libraries panel. So this is looking beautiful. And now all that's left to do is just drag these files right into our text message group. And now that those files are here, Adobe has saved them safely in the cloud for you. And so if we want to delete them from the Essential Graphics panel, we can do that now. Also, if we want to use one of these mogurts from the libraries panel, then all we got to do is drag it to our timeline, and then we can just edit the settings and customize that mogurt in the Edit tab of Essential Graphics, just like any other mogurt. Lastly, the cool thing about saving your mogurts in libraries is that they are synced through Adobe's Creative Cloud, and that means that you can use them on different devices, or you can share them with teammates if you want. All right, now the last thing I want to share with you about mogurts is a little bit of personal creative advice, because yes, mogurts can look super fly, and it can be tempting to want to use a mogurt for every single title or graphic in your video, and then you spend all your time looking for cool mogurts and collecting them. Like, I don't know if anybody else has a Pinterest hoarding addiction, but collecting mogurts can get a little bit like that. And then you've got to spend your time deciding which one of your cool babies to use, and you know, all of that can be distracting from telling a good story, which is your biggest priority. And I'm not saying that motion graphics can't elevate your story or really help it, but I just don't want you to forget that a really clean, well-designed, static title that doesn't move can also work super well, and it's much faster to edit, and sometimes it can even be a better fit for the mood of your story. And so just keep that in mind so you can use mogurts in the most helpful way for the stories you're telling.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, ignition, liftoff.
All right, y'all, your assignment this lesson is to add some titles and graphics to your storytelling video if you want and if they make sense. And you're welcome to make your own titles and graphics, or you can use a mogurt designed by somebody else that you import into your project. After that, move on to the next lesson, where I'm going to show you how to add transitions to your video, and where you'll be seriously close to the finish line in this course, which is so exciting. Anyway, good luck with your titles and graphics, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!